Good evening, folks. We are going to get started just a minute early to do a brief recognition. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Before we convene tonight, I want to take just a moment to recognize a young student who submitted to the Albany County Women's History Month essay contest and is here tonight so we can recognize her. We are recognizing Livia Liu, who is one of the winners of the youth essay contest that we launched earlier this year. The contest invited students from all grade levels to reflect on what a sustainable future looks like to them. Two of the winners were able to attend our Women's History Month event last Friday, and another winner who wrote one of the top essays for her grade level is here with us today to accept this recognition and a certificate indicating that she is a winner of our essay contest. Livia Liu wrote an outstanding essay that truly impressed our judges. She is a student at Colony Middle School, and we invite Livia to come on up and receive this recognition. Okay, good evening, everyone. Welcome. I'm Joanne Cunningham. I serve as the chair of the Albany County Legislature. The rules of the Albany County Legislature allow for a period of public comment before our monthly meetings. Our rules prohibit members of the public from questioning legislators and prohibit us from questioning you. This is your time to speak, our time to listen. In accordance with our rules of order and given the number of speakers tonight, speakers will be allowed 3 minutes each. I ask everyone to please silence their cell phones while each speaker is presenting, regardless of content. Attentive and respectful behavior is expected. Speakers in turn shall observe the commonly accepted rules of courtesy, decorum, and respect. Clerk, please call the roll.
Alex. Here. Beston. Bergdorf. Here. Clary. Collins. Here. Camiso. Here. Conway. Here. Cunningham. Here. Demolowitz. Here. Drake. Efacoro. Ethier. Feeney. Gillespie. Here. Grimm. Here. Hilly. Here. Andrew Joyce. Here. Ray Joyce. Kuhn. Here. Lane. Larilliard. Here. Lakakis. Here. Lockhart. Here. Moriello. Here. Mayo. Here. McLaughlin. Here. Miller. Present. Petto. Here. Purley. Here. Plosky. Here. Reedy. Here. Reinhardt. Ricard. Present. Robinson. Rosano. Simpson. Smith. Weaver. Willingham. 32 present.
Clerk, please read the name of the first speaker.
Dave Singley.
Good evening, folks. My name is Dave Singley. I'm a retired corrections officer from the Albany County Correctional Facility. I retired in 2015, and I just missed 11 years of service of being retired due to 2 pieces of legislation being introduced here tonight. Excuse the Cookie Monster t-shirt. I'm going through the dart tournament right following this, so I wanted to be ready for that as well. I speak here in opposition of resolutions 54 and 55, the non-cooperation with ICE, which almost seems to me to be it's unfathomable I would have to be here to say that we should really be cooperating with these organizations than not. You see what happened in Minnesota. Some heavy-handed tactics were used. There's 8 investigations being conducted. Of course, they're on hold now because of the government shutdown. But there's some accountability being looked at. But to turn around and tell ICE or anybody that we're not going to cooperate with you up until just what we're required to do is kind of detrimental to what we're trying to do here for public safety. When it gets right down to it, we don't want to have people who are here illegally committing crimes and then being released back out onto the streets. We don't want that. Public safety is that these people are committing crimes and they're here illegally, turn them over to ICE. Let's not worry about judicial warrants. If they have an administrative warrant or a detainer warrant at the jail for someone who's been arrested and are here illegally, let's cooperate with ICE, let them have a safe environment to arrest these people and get them out of the state. I mean, being a sanctuary state and a sanctuary county is just against what we're supposed to be doing here. It encourages people to be illegal and to do illegal things. We can come to the country, the United States, violate their immigration laws, and New York State, and Illinois, and California, and Massachusetts, they'll welcome us in here and they'll give us protection. They won't turn us over to ICE. It's just a bad way to do business. We do know ICE is coming. I mean, this past Friday, we had Governor Hochul will meet with Tom Homan, the border czar. So I haven't gotten the results of what that is. It's still pretty quiet. I will get them. I am hoping that some kind of cooperation and agreement between the state and the federal and hopefully the county will come to pass.
30 seconds.
Thank you. We know Kate Steinle and these other people who have been killed and raped. Recently, we had Stephanie Mintner in Minnesota, which is why these resolutions are here, stabbed by an illegal immigrant who has had over 30 felony arrests. And then we had the woman who was started on fire in the subway. That person was also an illegal immigrant. He was actually expelled in 2018 and brought back. We don't want to put these people back on the streets.
Time.
2 quick things. Thank you, Nicole, for your help on getting my letter out. If anyone wants my contact information, Nicole has it. And Patty, you being my legislator, I'm going to request that a long roll call vote be done on Resolution 55. Thank you.
Carol Waterman.
Hi. 2 months ago, like many other people, I spoke about homeless people and St. Rose. We need to remember that baby Jesus was homeless. And he was homeless from birth because there was no room at the inn. Well, many people in Albany County are homeless because there is no room at St. Rose. Since this is Women's History Month, let's remember that 39% of homeless people are women and children. Now, about this being Women's History Month, and also today being International Women's Day, forgive me for not being grateful for all of that, because I'm not, okay? I would far prefer that women received equal pay for equal work, rather than the 82 cents on the dollar that women are receiving. To my surprise, Trump actually said some very supportive things about Women's History Month, because I actually tried to look up what he said, and I figured I would find, something fairly snide. But what he actually says, I am quoting now, "My administration will always promote policies that embolden women, uplift our children, and fortify the American family." I call BS. Okay. Thank you.
Tiana Hewitt.
Hello. As an American, you cannot claim to eat foreign food, love foreign music, indulge in foreign culture, vacation in foreign countries, and not protect the rights of the people that make these things possible. I, as a naturalized American citizen, should not be afraid to walk to the bus stop without my passport for fear that I will not make it home to my loved ones. I, as a naturalized American citizen, should not have to fear that I will be questioned, hurt, or detained based on how I look or what I sound like. This kind of profiling is clearly a result of the inadequate training that ICE and Border Patrol agents receive, and is akin to the tactics used by Nazis to justify forced ethnic cleansing. America is a melting pot, where cultures fuse and evolve. The tactics and propaganda spread by ICE and the Trump administration is a disease meant to corrupt the embracing of culture by framing anything new, anything different, anything foreign, or, as the United States legally classifies it, alien, as dangerous, when in reality, we as naturalized Americans contribute greatly to the American economy. According to reports from the New York State Office of New Americans, as of 2023, $405.2 million in annual taxes in Albany County were paid by new Americans. Many of the small businesses in Albany County are owned by naturalized citizens and immigrants who deserve a voice and a chance at life. America has provided several pathways to legal immigration status and citizenship, and the desperate families struggling to access those slow, tedious pathways should not be subject to violent and abusive treatment simply for breaking the law. Individuals protesting on behalf of immigrants should not be subject to clear human rights violations in the name of upholding the law either. Violating the law does not equate to losing morality. Furthermore, a nonviolent violation of the law should not warrant treatment involving excessive, arbitrary force or death. My existence and the existence of other immigrants does not impede the livelihood of Albany County residents, and the spreading of harmful, xenophobic rhetoric to propagate otherwise is entirely absurd and unfounded. Most of the immigrants I know are hard workers because we are grateful for the opportunity to live and work in an environment where we are not busy trying to survive the effects of war, violence, and extreme poverty. I stand humbly before this body today and ask that you vote in unequivocal support of resolutions number 54 and especially number 55, as the passing of these vital pieces of legislation affect not only me, a dedicated worker of Albany County, but many other immigrants and naturalized citizens who feel they do not have a voice or are too afraid to speak up for themselves for fear of losing their businesses, relationships, and even their lives for simply seeking a better future. Thank you.
Bill Alon.
Madam Chair, Albany County legislators. My name is Bill O'Lunn. I represent CSEA New York in the capacity of I am the new Albany County Local 801 president. I represent over 2,300 members in Albany County. I represent cities, towns, and actually the county of Albany. Last month, you guys had a piece that you voted on. I'm here tonight to thank each and every one of you for voting that because it was help for the county clerk's office. And that's why I'm here tonight. I'm here tonight to give you my hand and to say we need to work together on both sides of the aisle so my members can be able to go home safely and so they can have food on their table. After all, we all work, live, and play in Albany County, and I wish you guys a successful meeting tonight. God bless, and thank you very much for your time.
Mariana.
Good evening. My name is Mariana Ashalug, Organizing Chair for Indivisible Albany and Head Coordinator for Albany County Avelno Coalition. In January 2026, after 8 months of tireless grassroots organizing and protesting, Avelo Airlines dropped its DHS contract. This victory was built on hundreds of volunteers' hours dedicated to a single principle: holding corporate and government entities accountable to we, the people. While this is a major win, accountability does not end just because those in power say so. Accountability ends when we, the people, say so. Resolutions 54 and 55, introduced by Mr. Kuhn, are common sense steps towards that accountability. However, as currently written, they contain loopholes that must be closed to be effective. Regarding Resolution 54, Indivisible Albany and our coalition strongly support prohibiting public funds from being spent on deportation airlines. But the current language only looks forward, starting February 1st. Because Avelo ended its contract on January 31st, this resolution, as written, would reward them still with taxpayer money despite the thousands of residents they have hurt since 2025. We urge this legislature to amend the definition of deportation airlines to include any carrier that engaged in these flights after January 1st, 2025. Do not let Avelo off the hook on a technicality. Put simply, this resolution does not hold Avelo accountable for the repercussions of their own decisions. Regarding Resolution 55, while we support prohibiting county cooperation with ICE and CBP, the resolution is too narrow. It contains an expiration date of December 31st, 2026. Safety from federal overreach should not have an expiration date. These protections must remain until DHS is dismantled by an act of Congress. These resolutions serve as a somber acknowledgement of DHS and its corporate partners that they have already left people dead in their wake. We saw this tragedy in Buffalo with the 56-year-old Rohingya genocide refugee.
30 seconds.
Despite being nearly blind and unable to speak, he was abandoned by federal agents and froze to death. You understand why these resolutions must pass. You know where the shortcomings are within them, and you see how organized we are. Stand by your oath, stand by your constituents, and I also invite all of you to stand with us March 28th from 1 to 3 p.m. for No Kings 3 as we march down Colvin and Central to hold the other pillars of ICE accountable. Thank you.
Benjamin Gary.
Good evening, and thank you for this opportunity. My name is Benjamin Gary, and I am a resident of the town and village of Colony. I am here to register my opposition to Resolution Number 55.
My opposition to this because it attempts to limit interaction between federal and local law enforcement agencies. In all walks of life, I try to see both sides of an issue. This federal issue of immigration is just that, a federal issue. Immigration and its enforcement is the direct responsibility of the federal legislative and executive branches of government. As an attorney, I have unfortunately seen this a lot in my career. Just because you disagree with the law, it doesn't give you the right to disobey the law. And just because you say you'll comply with the law, doesn't make it so. You actually have to comply with the law for that statement to be true. This resolution gives a direct impression that the county legislature wants its law enforcement agencies and county administration to obstruct justice or hinder prosecution by way of omission. An omission is the failure to act or perform a duty required by law. As such, this resolution is inherently contradictory. I believe that local government should be focused on local issues. The citizens of Albany County don't need their legislature to preemptively embroil our law enforcement and administrative agencies in conflict with the federal government. It's not just local law enforcement that's impacted by this resolution. It's every government department within the county. It's our tax dollars. It's our local legal residents who are impacted by this resolution. If the county legislature truly supports proper, professional, and competent enforcement of the laws, then have enough faith in your law enforcement agencies and your county executive to do their job in having to deal with the federal government by instructing your paid professional law enforcement and professional administrative staff to neither cooperate nor facilitate any operations regarding immigration enforcement in Albany County. You are directly impeding them from being nimble and strategic in their jobs. It is also an insult in that you are telling our paid professionals that they are not capable of playing with the federal big dogs. By passing resolution number 55, you are literally placing the very people you want to protect in the crosshairs of those who you personally find to be acting in an excessive manner. If you don't like the big guy on the playground, you don't have to play with him. And don't walk over and kick him in the shin, which is exactly what this resolution does.
30 seconds.
Before you vote in support of resolution number 55, ask yourself this simple question. Would you throw a rock at a grizzly bear? Because that is the only thing this legislation accomplishes. And it does so to the detriment of the people some of you say you want to protect. For the above reasons, and most importantly, to serve and protect all the residents of Albany County, I emphatically urge everyone here to vote no on resolution number 55.
Mike McGlynn. Thank you.
Hi, I'm going to talk about something different, but I want to thank you for allowing me to express my opinion about the federal mismanagement of our constitutional general welfare programs and the need for community-supported agriculture. Will you consider the application to the New York State Agriculture and Food Systems Workforce Development Grant Program to enhance management of the Albany County Shared Services Plan Proposal Number 5, called Joint Mandated Employment-Related and Safety Training Policy? The grant program accesses participants to monetary resources for research and development of a diversified and skilled workforce program. Municipalities, school districts, climate smart communities, agriculture district farmers, the regional food bank, and the Patroon Land Foundation can coordinate programs. They may partner with SUNY BOCES programs in cooperation with the Cornell Cooperative Extension 4-H clubs to assist youth with valuable education and training. I think regional institutions and organizations can coordinate submission of a consolidated funding application to the state for for additional resources to construct controlled environmental agriculture facilities with renewable energy power systems. The SUNY BOCES curriculum can enhance apprenticeship programs in partnership with RPI and Cornell University to research and develop CEAs in our region. During the past year, the federal trickle-down economic policy has caused food supply disruptions to our neighbors. I know there are youth interested in improving our food supply and are willing to learn the skills to produce, process, and distribute essential foods for our neighbors. In Laudato Si', Pope Francis wrote, "Local legislation can be more effective if agreement exists between neighboring communities to support the same environmental policies." I want to thank you very much, and happy St. Patrick's Day.
Chairwoman, there are no more speakers.
Is there anyone else in the chamber who wishes to speak? Come on up. There's a little echo in here, it appears.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Sage Hamilton Hazarika. I represent the Underground Railroad Consortium of New York State. I'd like to thank you all for your time today, and I am speaking about the Harriet Tubman Scenic Byway Initiative. So our organization is a partnership association of Underground Railroad historians and museums and cultural heritage sites across New York State, from the North Country to Western New York City. We have teamed up with a number of national heritage areas, historic sites, and tourism offices to propose a scenic byway plan 500 miles long through New York State that honors Underground Railroad history, but then also enables the development of economic opportunities for tourism that is centered around this area, and also enables cultural preservation and heritage preservation along small scenic roads that our 500-mile route goes through. The first segment of the route from Niagara Falls, New York to Auburn, New York has received all of the municipal resolutions required for us to submit a document to NYDOT that has advanced and allowed us to become a bill on the floor of the New York State Senate and the Assembly. A New York State scenic byway designation for the Harriet Tubman Byway would allow us to apply for grant funding, but also for our byway administration organization to organize programming that bridges the needs of local communities that are anticipating tourism increases, and also make sure that that actually sustainably benefits those communities in a way that seems fit to them. We held 2 years worth of public meetings across our proposed byway route to address the needs of locals and local organizations. I am asking formally for a resolution from this body in favor of the Harriet Tubman Scenic Byway. We are happy to come back and make a formal presentation at another time. We will also submit a sample resolution language that showcases what the benefits of the byway are. This is an example map of what the byway would look like in its entirety from Niagara Falls to Albany to New York City, and the goal is that eventually we can join this with the National Harriet Tubman Scenic Byway that originates in her birthplace of Cambridge County in Maryland. It goes as far as Philadelphia, and we know that Pennsylvania DOT and New Jersey DOT are working on their own components.
30 seconds.
In closing, we're very happy to be working on this project that unites all parts of New York State, and that speaks to the strong legacy of partnership of the different communities across New York State. We know that Harriet Tubman traveled through Albany, and this is a byway program that could benefit businesses, benefit tourism, but also help enhance a sense of place for the people
Time.
that live across New York State. Thank you for your time.
Is there anyone else in the chamber who wishes to speak? The public forum is now closed. We will now call the meeting of March 9th to order. We will start with the Pledge of Allegiance, and I'm going to ask the Women's Legislative Caucus and all the women in the chamber to lead us in the pledge in honor of Women's History Month. Clerk, please call the roll.
Alex. Beston. Bergdorf. Clary. Collins. Camiso. Conway. Cunningham.
Here.
Demolowitz. Drake. Efacoro. Ethier. Feeney. Gillespie. Grimm. Hilly. Andrew Joyce. Ray Joyce. Cohn. Lane. Larilliard. Lakakis. Lockhart. Muriello. Mayo. McLaughlin. Miller. Petto. Purley. Pulaski. Reedy. Reinhardt. Ricard. Robinson. Rosano. Simpson. Smith. Weaver. Willingham. 37 present.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Please read.
Oh,
sorry.
Purley's here.
Got Clary? Clerk, please read Resolution 54.
A resolution of the County of Albany, New York, prohibiting the use of public funds for the purpose of doing business with airlines engaged in deportation flights.
For Mr. Moriello? Of course. Anyone wishes to be recognized? Long roll call, Mr. Bergdorf.
I have been an Avello user. I have flown Avello for about a year, and they competed with Breeze Airlines at Albany Airport, and they were about 20% cheaper than Breeze, and residents got to make a choice. They got to make a choice whether they wanted to have more money or less money. And I guess I thought that was what capitalism and free enterprise was all about. But some folks believe that they know better than everybody else, and they've got to try to shut people down to enforce their decision. I don't think that's a very good precedent for us to set for this county. But that's my view as a user. The other thing was, we had a representative here before who was talking about the results of their activism. Well, let me correct a couple of things, because I obviously having some interest delved into this a little bit. Number one, Avello is still flying to New York. They go to Rochester, New Rochelle. Why are they not flying to Albany? It's because they expanded their Raleigh hub to beef up their Charlotte hub and other hubs in North and South Carolina where they're running different routes. They actually did a corporate reorganization, and that's what changed service to Albany. Not about what anybody threatened all of you with, because that's a fallacy, because they're still flying here, and free enterprise won out at the end. They made a capitalistic decision that said there were certain routes that were more valuable than others, but they increased their flights 20% nationwide, and also now have international flights as well. And they never had a contract with the federal government.
So everything you hear, question the source, because it's not true. But this is a sad day when we penalize someone for doing legal business with, ultimately, not directly, but with the federal government. I guess some laws are just meant to be overrun by people who act emotionally rather than will follow the rights of free enterprise, the rights of capitalism, and the rights of all of you to make a choice whether you want to spend $100 to go round trip or $140 to go round trip. Because what you've done here today is you've said, I'm making that choice for you. Well, you know something? I don't like it when you make that choice for me. But that's just me. Thank you, Madam Chairman. I'm going to vote no.
Yeah, I wasn't even going to speak, but there was so many falsehoods there that I just don't know what, again, first of all, Avello, which stopped doing deportation flights, wouldn't even right now be subject to this resolution. So there's that. Second of all, this resolution wouldn't stop anybody from flying on any flight if, using their own private money. All this would do is prevent Albany County from, we can decide what airlines we want to do business with as an entity. And we would basically say any employee flying for official business will not fly on one of these deportation airlines. That's it. It's not going to affect anybody who wants to fly on Avello or any other flight with their own private money. It's just not going to do that. It's not going to prevent anybody from doing that. So a hypothetical that Mr. Bergdorf brings up that he likes to fly on Avello, and we're telling people how not to, they can't spend their money how they see fit. It's just not what the resolution does at all. So with that, I think that's enough.
Thank you. Long roll call, please.
Alex.
Yes.
Burdorf.
No.
Collins. No. Camiso.
Yes.
Conway.
Excuse me?
Cleary.
Yes.
I love you, Cleary. Sorry. Cunningham.
Yes.
Demolowitz.
Yes.
Drake.
Yes.
Epicoro.
Yes.
Ethier.
Yes.
Feeney.
Yes.
Gillespie.
Yes.
Grimm.
No.
Hilly.
Yes.
Andrew Joyce.
Yes.
Ray Joyce.
Yes.
Cohn.
Yes.
Lane.
Yes.
Larilliard.
Yes.
Lakakis.
Yes.
Lockhart.
No.
Muriello.
No.
Mayo.
Yes.
McLaughlin.
Yes.
Miller.
Aye.
Petto.
Yes.
Purley.
No.
Plosky.
Yes.
Reedy.
Yes.
Reinhardt.
Yes.
Ricard.
Aye.
Robinson.
Yes.
Lozano.
Yes.
Simpson.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Weaver.
Yes.
Willingham.
Yes.
31 yes. 7 no.
Thank you. Resolution passes. Please read 55.
A resolution of the County of Albany, New York regarding operations of U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement and U.S. Border Patrol.
Long roll call. Mr. Kuhn.
I've never actually come up here, but sometimes I can't see myself in the video, so I want to make sure everybody understands exactly what the rationale for this is. My apologies for those of you who've heard something like this before, but it's important to be very specific and exact about what the rationale is. So the Trump administration has mandated that ICE and Border Patrol arrest at least 3,000 immigrants a day. That does not count those apprehended at the border. That is more than 7 times the roughly 400 arrests per day during the first Trump administration. To accomplish that mandate, the Trump administration has transformed ICE into the nation's largest law enforcement agency. The so-called Big Beautiful Bill alone tripled ICE's annual budget with an appropriation of $75 billion over 4 years. With that increased budget, ICE hired massive numbers of new agents. But to meet the daily 3,000 arrest quota, ICE had to deploy those new agents onto the streets very quickly. ICE thus created a crash course training program, with agents originally only required to undergo 47 days of training, which was a nod to Donald Trump being the 47th president. And even that has now been reduced to 42 days. In comparison, Albany County Sheriff's deputies undergo roughly a year of training. ICE has cut the classes that teach the Constitution, our legal system, firearms training, the use of force, lawful arrests, proper detention, and the limits of officers' authority. Furthermore, in order to meet its daily 3,000 arrest quota, ICE has radically altered its tactics. Whereas ICE previously prioritized arrest and deportation of immigrants who posed a public safety or national security threat, ICE's mass operations now involve arresting nearly anyone officers think may be an immigrant, while their legal status is then assessed after they are taken into custody. The events in Minnesota earlier this year demonstrated that, given ICE's tactics and woefully undertrained agents, a mass deployment of ICE or Border Patrol in Albany County would be a direct threat to public safety and domestic tranquility, which brings us to Resolution 55. This resolution is about protecting public safety and the rule of law in Albany County. All county agencies, including the sheriff, will continue to comply with federal immigration law. However, ICE and Border Patrol are poorly trained, abysmally led, and have engaged in pervasive and seemingly systematic violations of the Constitution and other laws, including undermining due process, searching vehicles and homes without judicial warrants, attacking and arresting people exercising their First Amendment rights to assemble and protest, violating hundreds of federal court orders, and, most disturbingly, unjustified uses of deadly force in the killings of Renee Good and Alex Preddy. This resolution makes it clear that Albany County will not cooperate with any such lawless ICE or Border Patrol operations in our community. The resolution would prohibit the Albany County Sheriff's Office from entering into agreements under Section 287G of the Federal Immigration and Nationality Act that would require the sheriff's deputies to act as federal agents and use Albany County taxpayer funds to carry out federal civil immigration enforcement. It would also prevent Albany County property from being used as a staging area for ICE or Border Patrol operations, including the kind of mass raids and neighborhood occupations taking place, or that did take place in Minnesota. And it also would prevent the Albany County Jail or any other county property from being used by ICE or Border Patrol as detention centers. Indeed, last week, even the Trump administration finally conceded that ICE is so utterly broken and dysfunctional that it fired Department of Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem. Now, you may hear in opposition to this tonight lurid hypotheticals involving undocumented immigrants committing some sort of inflammatory crime. Let's be absolutely clear. This resolution would have zero effect on the way the Albany County Sheriff deals with undocumented immigrants accused of a crime. Whenever the Albany County Sheriff arrests anyone, their name and fingerprints are sent to the FBI, which shares that information with ICE. If that person is in the Albany County Jail and ICE obtains a judicial warrant for their arrest, ICE can come take them into custody. And, as indicated in the resolution itself, if any undocumented immigrant is convicted of a felony, they are already handed over to ICE's custody upon their release under existing federal law. One final point. Any assertion that Resolution 55 violates the Supremacy Clause of the U.S. Constitution is frivolous. Section 287G of the Federal Immigration and Nationality Act authorizes ICE to enter into agreements to delegate federal civil immigration enforcement functions to local law enforcement agencies. But Albany County is under no legal obligation to do so. And if the Albany County Legislature concludes that ICE and Border Patrol employ such objectionable tactics and are so poorly trained that we will neither cooperate with nor facilitate their operations in our community beyond that which is required by federal law, We are perfectly within our rights to do so. Thank you.
Long roll call, please.
Alex.
Mr. Bergdorf.
Yes. Hopefully I'm working off the script, and I'll be brief, but I know that's rich coming from me. But the fact is, this resolution is already a foregone conclusion, because you've had national press conferences, state press conferences, and your activist has demanded that you do this. So I understand that. But this resolution ignores something that's been in the back of my mind for quite some time. In 2023, we introduced what we thought were some pretty common sense measures to help the county coordinate with authorities and provide cost transparency on the placement of thousands of illegal immigrants sent to Albany County by other jurisdictions. Remember when New York City, under the last mayor, sent us busloads of people without a plan? Well, those bills were voted down on party lines, not surprising, because people are welcoming illegal immigrants. So we continue to sound the alarm on the issue for months and years, when it was clear to most people that the Biden administration had completely opened the border and let in tens of millions of illegal immigrants, including major criminals, over the course of his presidency. In fact, that was one of the largest factors in the last presidential election. That's what it was about. Fast forward today, and some of my colleagues think the political pendulum has swung. Well, maybe not. One thing that hasn't changed is that federal immigration law has not changed is federal immigration law. The law is the law. And unfortunately, if you don't agree with it, you can't wish it away. It is the law. You want to change it, change the law. The only thing that's changed is the Trump administration enforces the immigration law, as opposed to the Bidens, which absolutely ignored the open border and encouraged violation of the immigration laws. That's ultimately what's got everyone worked up on the left. Every weekend protesting No Kings, and by the way, this is the 250th anniversary of our country having no kings. So keep up the good work, it's really good, it's working. We have no kings. We have a democracy that makes laws, but you don't get to decide what laws you agree with and what laws you don't. But again, you said this resolution was introduced to make us safe, and that may very well be your intention, but it's not going to be the effect. The sponsor of the law said nothing will change. The county law enforcement has assured us that the sheriff, but he also assured us that the sheriff will come out and enforce the law if protesters become violent. So why are we doing this? Why are we doing this if nothing's going to change? DHS, ICE, CPB, and the federal government will continue enforcing immigration law. You're going to be really surprised. They're not afraid of Albany County. They're going to do this nationally. It's here, and it's coming. So what you're doing sounds like an invitation for Minnesota-style chaos. Here's the bottom line. Safely enforcing immigration law starts with cooperation and coordination between local and federal law enforcement agencies. Never in the history have I ever seen one law enforcement agency diss another one. You know, when a cop goes down, every law enforcement agency responds. I see our folks in blue back there shaking their head, but obviously you guys don't understand this is the case. This bill erases all of that and puts our police and our communities and even the illegal immigrants at greater risk, because instead, by making Albany a sanctuary county, you're inviting illegals to come here, and you're telling ICE they can't get them at the jail, they can't get them in the courthouse, so go into the neighborhoods. That's exactly what's going to happen. That's what you're generating. You're generating federal law enforcement people going into the neighborhoods, because you see, when Tom Homan went out to Minneapolis and made a deal with all the sheriffs and the law enforcement folks out there, everything stopped. But you don't want that. You want this to happen, and that's why I'm going to be voting no.
Mr. Demolowitz?
Thank you, Madam Chairman. The colleagues said basically a point that Why are we doing this? I can tell you why I'm doing this. I don't like the way ICE operates. I'm sure a lot of my colleagues in this same place right here, we don't like the way ICE operates. This is our forum. We have a forum here to project that and stand by that. I don't know, many of you may not know, but in 2025, Albany County took in $7.2 million from immigration. It's a lot of people. $7.2 million we took in for border revenue from immigrations. Got that from the sheriff, so it's possible. And they were all criminals. There was no kids being brought up there, no families brought up there. These were all criminals that the sheriff brought in. They weren't the workers that were in the store. They were the criminals that were robbing the store. That's who we have in Albany County Jail, and that's who the sheriff was bringing in with ICE, working with the federal partners and our federal partners. So the sheriff assures me that this won't impede the way they operate in any way. There's no question about that. They're still going to arrest bad guys. They're still going to put bad guys in jail. And for that reason, I support this. But you know what? You make a point. You say you want to change the law if we don't like it. You know what? I prefer to change Congress and make it work right. If you want ICE out, get out and vote. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Mr. Simpson?
Yeah. I have to say I'm disappointed in my colleague. I know him to be a thoughtful person and an intelligent person. But when he invokes adherence to the law, I think he's playing a partisan game. I challenge anybody to tell me any major decision that's come out of Washington that's not a direct violation of the Constitution, starting with the transition of a post office into a personal hotel, a major violation of humanity, going into ICE and their extrajudicial killing of people who we've seen from 360 camera videos in slow motion, that there was no credible threat to the federal officers, and yet they killed in cold blood in front of the whole world, while the national administration was arguing that these people were terrorists. The invocation, the acquiring of two major oil tankers from Venezuela has to be the greatest violation of piracy in the history of the world. And now we have one of the worst violations of the War Powers Act with an unjustified, possible global conflagration in Iran. So these sanctimonious howls from the other side need to stop. This Olympic hypocrisy needs to stop. We have to believe ourselves and not their lying eyes.
Mr. Efakoro?
Thank you very much, Madam Chairwoman. I'm probably the only immigrant in here, so I did not initially want to speak, but I was moved to speak when I heard Mr. Bogdov say that we are a democracy. And so I agree with him. We are a democracy, and we need to start acting like one. Why democracy? We need to start acting like one. I think I should just end it there.
Mr. Graham?
Thank you, Madam Chair. The original draft of this bill said that there was no valid purpose for ICE and the Border Patrol. I'd like to put a vote on that, because you're saying eliminate those two agencies completely, even if you have trouble with some of their practices. That's really a call for open borders. Now, granted, it was deleted, but there are many people that believe in open borders. The fact of the matter is, many, many immigrants have made the U.S. a better place. There's no doubt about it. But what about the violent ones? What about the ruthless ones? They've caused plenty of harm and death. It's really been terrible. And this resolution bans cooperation on one line and allows cooperation on another. That is a mixed message and, frankly, a chaotic approach. What's worst about this is it drives a wedge between local and federal law enforcement, and that is not a path to public safety. Immigration Customs Enforcement, yes, they made the mistakes. In fact, the Secretary McCann, they definitely have made some mistakes. But so too is throwing rocks and ice at officials. Both are wrong. The focus should be on working together to cooperate better. That's what public safety requires. Resolution 55 doesn't do that, and I'm voting no. Thank you.
Ms. Lockhart?
Thank you, Madam Chair. I'm disappointed tonight. Disappointed, not that we're only on track to pass this legislation, but disappointed about how we got here. Has anyone, at any point during this whole discussion of committee meetings and the ones that we've been talking about, talked about the victims of crimes committed by dangerous immigrants right here in Albany County? Not in other parts of the country, but right here in Albany County. So I want to tell you about something. In October 2023, Colony Police arrested numerous migrants at a hotel in Old Forester for crimes ranging from assault, robbery, and rape. In May 2024, Sakir Akan, a 21-year-old Turkish asylum seeker, was arrested for raping a 15-year-old girl in Albany. In June of 2024, Marco Reyes Lopez and Javier Martinez Reyes, both without legal status to be in our country, are charged for the brutal gang assault and murder of a 24-year-old man in Albany. In June 2025, Saul Morales Garcia, an illegal immigrant from El Salvador who was previously deported, is arrested for brandishing a knife and threatening to kill U.S. Attorney John Cohen in downtown Albany. And just the other week, just last week I think it was, an 18-year-old Afghan teen, he was arrested for committing a hate crime assault against his Pakistani neighbor. Later, it was found out that the perpetrator had forged documents due to New York's green light law, complicating the investigation for local police and Department of Homeland Security. This latest example is a perfect example of what we can expect under Resolution 55. Preventing coordination and cooperation between law enforcement agencies is only to get more innocent people hurt. I understand there have been numerous changes to this legislation since it was first introduced, that they may make some of my colleagues comfortable, and support from a couple of county law enforcement officials may make you comfortable. But I am not comfortable voting for this. This resolution goes against what I believe and what we should all believe. The rule of law and the responsibility we have to protect victims and public safety. I will be voting no to protect victims. Thank you.
Mr.
And I
Coon?
request a long roll call on behalf of my constituent that asked for a roll.
Did you want to speak, Mr. Ethier?
Yeah. First of all, I don't think we're here for this. Myself personally, I think I got elected by my constituents to address the issue of the budget, services the county gets and stuff like this. I think, my own personal opinion, we're going a little too far to worry about what the federal government's doing. This mess up we got, we all know what it is the federal government's fault. Nobody in this room. And the fact that I never heard one thing that any of my constituents of the whole about this whole issue. They know what's going on. They see every day in the news. I'm quite sure they're all smart enough to take this out when election time comes. Like my colleague Gary just said, take care of Congress. They're the ones that support this thing. Want a bill change, change it. So I've been opposed to this, the original thing that was brought forward. And I got mixed feelings on it. Because Jeff did a good job, revised a lot of it. And because of that, and also because of the fact, I don't agree with the way ICE is treating the people in Minnesota. And for them reasons alone, I'll be supportive. But I'm not supportive because the people of Rosewater. I'm doing because of what Jeff did. He watered it down. I'm not saying watered it down, but it's everybody's opinions. And you got it down to where we can live with it. Our sheriff can do what he wants yet. They're not demanding nobody. ICE can't come in and tell our sheriff to do what they want.
our sheriff can still function the way he always functioned. And that's assuming that everything. I still think we're in the wrong way.
Thank you. Ms. Petto?
As this resolution points out, we took an oath to protect the safety of the residents of Albany County. That includes all of our residents, but most recently, the rights of an 11-year-old boy and school child at the Albany City School District were horribly violated. The child was taken to a deportation center in Texas. No one knew where he was. His school teachers tried to help him. They had told him that he was safe, that it was okay for him to come to school, and that he would be protected because this is a great country that looks out for our citizens, that defends their rights, and takes care of our children. We failed this child. We are trying to right that wrong, but now he is forever scarred by the experience that he's had. His fellow classmates are also afraid to go to school. They are afraid of our federal law enforcement, and this has changed our community forever. Hopefully, this resolution can help to undo some of this damage, and we look forward to supporting it.
Thank you. Go ahead. Oh, Ms. Hilly, go ahead.
Hi, so this is my first time doing this, but I think I need to speak up. Unlike my colleague here who is an immigrant, I'm not personally, but I come from two parents that did not grow up here. And my mother actually gained her citizenship just a few years ago. I'm particularly concerned by the emphasis that is put on the people who commit crimes that are illegal immigrants. The issue with that is, and if you spend any time within researching or understanding our legal system, is that immigrants, including illegal immigrants, are actually less likely to commit crimes than American citizens. For every one person that you point to that's an illegal immigrant that committed a crime, there's dozens and dozens and dozens more that are American citizens committing those crimes. And let's be frank, American citizens also commit sex crimes. They also harm children. They also commit heinously brutal crimes. If you knew the things that were in my head from the years I've spent working with incarcerated individuals, you might not sleep at night. But I can tell you that work has allowed me to understand how many of them are immigrants, how many of them are illegal immigrants, and how many of them are homegrown boogeyman. So I don't think that pointing out this illegal immigrant did this or that illegal immigrant did that is appropriate. Because if you're going to do that, then let's start talking about this American citizen did that. This American citizen did that. This American citizen did that. And I guarantee that at the end of the day, the pile of Americans that did that is going to be a lot bigger than the pile of illegal immigrants. I'm not saying that people should be allowed to just be here without doing the right thing. There has to be a better way to allow them the same dream that a lot of our parents had when they immigrated here, or our grandparents or our great-grandparents. And to not take into consideration that at the end of the day, those immigrants, illegal or not illegal, deserve to be treated humanely, is very lost on the idea that you would use a couple of examples with a broad brush to paint others. My constituents, some of them are very recently immigrated here. Some of them have family who is immigrated here, whether it's legal or illegal. So the idea that our constituents aren't impacted by what happens when Border Patrol and ICE come, I think that they're a lot closer to the impact than we think they are. And I think it is really important that as a community, we support things being done while treating them as humans, not what's been going on, and not what should have led to the death of 2 American citizens. There are 2 American citizens dead at the hands of ICE. And if that doesn't chill you to the core, I don't know what would. Thank you.
Mr. Purley?
Thank you, Madam Chairman. I, for one, am for treating all humans as humans and for treating all people who violate the law the same way, whether they're an American citizen or an illegal immigrant. I've shared my concerns privately and publicly and with Chairman Kuhn about ICE leadership and tactics, particularly the masking of law enforcement personnel, which is something I think is un-American, whether it's done by a federal agent or even by local law enforcement. And I regret that in committee I did not offer an amendment specific to that point. In committee and again this evening, it was noted that this resolution is about protecting public safety. But I'm afraid, as some of my colleagues have also stated, that in practice it will do just the opposite. The majority offered in committee and again tonight a litany of reasons why immigration and custom enforcement pose a, quote, direct threat to public safety and domestic tranquility of Albany County. These threats include, quote, crash course poor training, abysmally led, engaging in pervasive and systemic violations of due process, searching vehicles and homes without warrants, attacking people exercising their First Amendment rights to assemble, and the unjustified use of deadly force. The sponsor notes correctly that nothing in this resolution would prohibit the continued enforcement of federal immigration law in Albany County. And that's 100% correct. Immigration law will be enforced in Albany County. The only question is, will it be enforced in a safe or a potentially dangerous manner? What the resolution does do is to prevent Albany County law enforcement, our well-trained, professional, locally respected law enforcement personnel, from participating in the enforcement of federal immigration apprehension. It also prohibits any county facilities or property, including the secure county jail, from being used to support the enforcement of this law. That then leaves the apprehension of illegal aliens in Albany County to be conducted solely by the people whom the majority characterize as woefully undertrained, abysmally led, pervasive violators of due process, and practitioners of unjustified use of deadly force. And it further means that criminal illegal aliens will be less likely to be dealt with within the cordoned off, protected confines of the county jail, and instead will need to be apprehended on the streets and in our neighborhoods, where innocent people will be affected and impacted. How does forcing an inherently dangerous activity out onto the streets, undertaken only with supposedly undertrained enforcers, protect the public safety and domestic tranquility of Albany County? It does not. It will do just the opposite. The fact is that in communities where well-trained, well-respected, local law enforcement personnel partner, the problem of illegal immigration is dealt with in a professional, safe manner that minimizes the impact on our streets and innocent neighbors. It is only in the so-called sanctuary cities, where local politicians who do not want to enforce immigration law deliberately prohibit respected professional local agencies from enforcing the law. It's only in those places where we see the problems, the threats, and the chaos, and the danger in our streets. If immigration and customs enforcement is as bad as you state it is, why are you effectively making them the only means available to enforce the law and address the underlying problem? Perhaps the answer is that some of you don't want to address the underlying problem. This resolution purports to protect public safety and domestic tranquility. It does neither. It will only invite chaos into our community, making us less tranquil and less safe. It should be rejected.
Long roll call, please. Mr. Conway.
Sorry. I keep hearing the names Alex, Freddie, Renee Good mentioned, but I'm sitting here and we're not mentioning Rachel Morin or Lathan Riley or Liz Medina, women that were brutally raped and murdered by illegal immigrants. And if we do not cooperate with ICE, that can come to Albany County. We're making mistakes here, so I'm voting no.
Alex.
Yes.
Hold the roll call. Mr. Ethier and then Ms. McLaughlin.
Oh, sorry, just one question I want to ask Jeff. Jeff, is there anything stopping devices having to come here? You wouldn't see our sheriff and tell them they plan on doing. And our sheriff has the option to go along with them, not go along with them.
Sorry, say that again?
If ISIS comes here to do something, they go see our sheriff, explain what they want to do, and ask their help or not their help. Can the sheriff jump in and say, okay, this is the way you're going to do it, I'm agree with that. They would have the right to do it, he would have the right to do that.
If it involves federal civil immigration enforcement, no, the sheriff wouldn't participate in that. But that's the status quo now. And this would prevent the sheriff from entering into an agreement to basically be deputized as federal civil immigration enforcement officers by us.
Well, without being deputized, could you use up our deputies and stuff to work along with them, as long as they do it the right way?
Not to effectuate arrests for purported violations of federal immigration law.
Thank you.
We're going to go to Dr. McLaughlin and finish our long roll call.
Thank you. I'm compelled to support this legislation. One, in part due to the great work that our colleague, Mr. Kuhn, has undertaken to do this, to put this resolution in front of us. Also, as I look around the room, and as I look at the staff that we have in Albany County, you know, I've sat here and listened to all this negative stuff about what immigrants have done to this country. I'm looking around the room, I see leaders right here in this room who are immigrants. I see staff who are in law school, who are contributing to the daily work that we do. And we listen to our own staff members stand up here and say how they got to carry around their passport and their immigration or legalization papers as a citizen. And they're telling me that this is, but all I'm seeing is rapists and murderers and this and that, whatever, when it comes to immigrants. That is not true. Look around the room. Look around people you see every day who are contributing in a positive manner to this community, to Albany County, and I cannot stand here and say that I will not support this type of legislation. And then I watch people come up my own street and go to the wrong house, have people calling me, telling me that somebody's at my door, and I don't know why they're here. Turns out they're at the wrong house. Now, if you talk about incompetence, that's incompetence. You go into the wrong house, trying to find someone, and you still don't have an arrest warrant. You don't have any type of materials like that. So no probable cause. So I have got to stand here and speak on the other side of the positive things that I see that are being added to this country and this community and specifically. So I stand strongly compelled to support this resolution, and I encourage the rest of you in this room to do the same thing. Thank you.
Long roll call, please.
Alex.
Yes.
Bergdorf.
No.
Clary.
Yes.
Collins.
No.
Camiso.
Yes.
Conway.
No.
Cunningham.
Yes.
Demolowitz.
Yes.
Drake.
No.
Afakoro.
Yes.
Ethier.
Yes.
Feeney.
Yes.
Gillespie.
Yes.
Grimm.
No.
Hilly.
Yes.
Andrew Joyce.
Yes.
Ray Joyce.
Yes.
Cohn.
Yes.
Lane.
Yes.
Larilliard.
Yes.
Lakakis.
Yes.
Lockhart.
No.
Mariello.
No.
Mayo.
Yes.
McLaughlin.
Yes.
Miller.
Aye.
Petto.
Yes.
Hurley.
No.
Plosky.
Yes.
Reedy.
Yes.
Reinhardt.
Yes for the Bill of Rights.
Ricard.
Aye.
Robinson.
Yes.
Rosano.
Yes.
Simpson.
Oh, yes, co-sponsor?
Smith.
No.
Reefer.
Yes.
Willingham.
Yes.
I have 29 yes, 9 no.
Resolution passes. Clerk, please read 57.
Authorizing an agreement with Labella Associates regarding construction and administrative services for high voltage upgrades at the Water Purification District, North and South Plains.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Any abstentions? Resolution passes. 58, please.
Authorizing an agreement with Empire Electric, New York regarding electrical contracting services for the Stedman House renovation project.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 59, please.
Authorizing an agreement with VMJR Companies regarding general contracting services for the Stedman House renovation project.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 60, please.
Authorizing an agreement with DeGere Mechanical regarding mechanical construction services for the Stedman House renovation project.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 61.
Amending the 2026 Department of Public Works budget, the Village of Voorheesville Quiet Zone.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 62.
Amending the 2026 Department of Public Works budget, paving.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 63.
Amending the 2026 Department of Public Works budget, specialty equipment.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 65.
Authorizing an agreement with Herzog Evacuation, Excavation, and Construction regarding the County Route 111 over Hannacroats Creek Bridge Replacement Project.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 65.
Amending the 2026 Department for Children, Youth, and Families budget, Juvenile Justice Support Services.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 66.
Authorizing an agreement and amending the 2026 Department of Social Services budget, New York State Shelter Arrears Eviction Forestallment Program.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 67.
Authorizing a memorandum of understanding with the Sheriff's Office regarding on-site security and amending the 2026 Department of Social Services budget.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 68.
Authorizing agreements with the New York State Division of Criminal Justice Services, the District Attorney's Office, and the Sheriff's Office regarding the Stop Violence Against Women Act grant.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 69.
Amending the 2026 Department of Health budget, public health nurse.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 70, please.
Authorizing an agreement with Northern Rivers Family of Services regarding Raise the Age, enhanced case management, and community support.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 71.
Amount levied for unpaid water and sewer charges in the city of Cohoes.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 72.
Amounts levied for municipal charges in the city of Cohoes.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 73.
Authorizing a levy upon the city of Cohoes property of the amount needed for various purposes.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 74.
Authorizing correction to the tax roll for the city of Albany.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 75.
Authorizing a correction to the tax roll for the town of Bethlehem.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 76.
Authorizing a correction to the tax roll for the town of New Scotland.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 77.
Bond resolution of the County of Albany, New York, authorizing architectural and engineering services at the MVP Arena, stating that estimated maximum cost thereof is $600,000, appropriating said amount therefore, and authorizing the issuance of $600,000 bonds of said county to finance said appropriation.
Long roll call, please.
Alex.
Yes.
Bergdorf.
Yes.
Clary.
Yes.
Collins.
Yes.
Camiso.
Yes.
Conway.
Yes.
Cunningham.
Yes.
Demolowitz.
Yes.
Drake. Epicoro.
Yes.
Ethier.
Yes.
Feeney.
Yes.
Gillespie.
Yes.
Grimm.
Yes.
Hilly.
Yes.
Andrew Joyce.
Yes.
Ray Joyce.
Yes.
Coon.
Yes.
Lane.
Yes.
LaRilliard.
Yes.
Lakakis.
Yes.
Lockhart.
Yes.
Mariella.
Yes.
Mayo.
Yes.
McLaughlin.
Yes.
Miller.
Aye.
Petto.
Yes.
Purley.
Yes.
Plosky.
Yes.
Reedy.
Yes.
Reinhardt. Ricard.
Aye.
Robinson.
Yes.
Rosano.
Yes.
Simpson.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Weaver.
Yes.
Willingham.
Yes.
Unanimous.
Resolution passes. 78, please.
Bond resolution of the County of Albany, New York, authorizing the financing of the purchase and/or sale of county real property, stating the estimated maximum cost thereof is $3 million, appropriating said amount therefore, and authorizing the issuance of $3 million bonds of said county to finance said appropriation.
On roll call.
Alex.
Yes.
Bergdorf.
Yes.
Clary.
Yes.
Collins. Camiso. Conway.
Yes.
Cunningham.
Yes.
Demolowitz.
Yep.
Drake.
Yes.
Epicoro.
Yes.
Ethier.
Yes.
Feeney.
Yes.
Gillespie.
Yes.
Grimm.
Yes.
Hilly.
Yes.
Andrew Joyce. Ray Joyce. Coon.
Yes.
Lane.
Yes.
LaRilliard.
Yes.
Lakakis.
Yes.
Lockhart.
Yes.
Mariello.
Yes.
Mayo.
Yes.
McLaughlin.
Yes.
Miller.
Aye.
Petto. Purley.
Yes.
Plosky.
Yes.
Reedy.
Yes.
Reinhardt. Ricard. Robinson.
Yes.
Rosano.
Yes.
Simpson.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Reefer.
Yes.
Willingham. Unanimous.
Resolution passes. 79, please.
Amending the 2026 Albany County budget, administrative adjustments.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 80, please.
Authorizing an agreement with the Advanced Albany County Alliance Local Development Corporation regarding the Albany County Affordable Housing Initiative Plan.
This is our seed money for our Albany County Housing Revolving Loan Fund. All those in favor? Any opposed? Mr. Moriello? Mr. Conway, 2 opposed. Ms. Lockhart? Resolution passes. 81, please.
Authorizing an agreement with the Advanced Albany County Alliance Local Development Corporation regarding the Albany County Revolving Housing Loan Fund.
This is also seed money for our Albany County Revolving Loan Fund for Housing. Mr. Bergdorf?
Yes, Madam Chairwoman, can I ask you a question? I kind of tried to get an answer on this in committee, and I think I got an answer that I wanted to hear, but I'd like to put on the record here. I voted for this in committee, and I have voted for the first 2 steps of that housing program, but we still don't know what this organization is going to do. We have no idea what the business plan is. We have no idea what the finance plan is. We have no idea what the guardrails for affordable housing are. And I asked the Commissioner of Management and Budget whether or not this transfer was going to go from the county to the alliance before this law is structured and we have a clear business plan for the expenditure of money. I just voted for the $400,000 because I believe in seed money. I know that you got to hire some lawyers, you got to do some things to make this thing work. But I also see absolutely no reason why the $1.2 million shouldn't stay in our county interest checking account until such time as there is a part 3 of this that has been fully vetted, looked at. We hear from the Alliance, we understand what their business plan is, we know who the beneficiaries are, could potentially be, and I support all of that stuff. But I don't think any of us, before the closing of the house, would take $1.6 million and send it, to the other party without knowing what they were going to get. So I guess my question is your understanding that this, and I understand you had a press conference saying that all the seed money's here, it's fully funded. Are we still, as a county, going to pretend that that money is our very own until it's time to move it over and it can be used? And are we going to get the benefit of the interest?
Thank you for your questions and thank you for your support. I have noted it. I will tell you that the revolving loan fund will go through the same process as the LTAC loan fund and the STAGE Act, where we set forth the architecture, we put in some seed money, we have created a sustainable funding stream, and the next step are the same creation of the rules and regulations that those two other loan funds have developed. We're already in discussions with the Albany County Alliance about putting in motion that same structure, and so more to come, but.
Well, my question was, when are we transferring the money? Tomorrow or a year from now when the organization is up and ready to run and they need to distribute money? That's my question.
I don't know the timing of it, but this authorizes the transfer of the money into the Albany County Alliance, which then it's earmarked for the revolving loan fund, which is going to be set up much like those other two loan funds that this body has strongly supported and every year has allocated dollars for. So we're all on the edge of our seats. We will see the execution of the revolving loan fund in a similar fashion. Okay, all those in favor?
Maybe we should have, maybe we have a long roll.
Long roll call, please. Yeah.
Alex.
Yes.
Bergdorf.
In this instance, I'm going to vote no because I don't see prepaying an invoice a year before it's due. And I don't think that's good business practices, and we wouldn't do it for any other expenditure of the county. So I'm voting no.
Clary.
Yes.
Collins.
Yes.
Camiso.
Yes.
Conway.
Yes.
Cunningham.
Yep.
Demolowitz.
Yes, and me as a sponsor.
Drake.
Yes.
Epicoro.
Yes.
Ethier.
Yes.
Feeney.
Yes.
Gillespie.
Yes.
Grimm.
Yes.
Hilly.
Yes.
Andrew Joyce.
Yes.
Ray Joyce.
Yes.
Coon.
Yes.
Lane.
Yes.
LaRilliard.
Yes.
Lakakis.
Yes.
Lockhart.
No.
Murriello.
No.
Mayo.
Yes.
McLaughlin.
Yes.
Miller.
Aye.
Petto.
Yes, sponsor, please.
Purley.
Yes.
Plosky.
Yes.
Reedy.
Yes.
Reinhardt.
Yes, and just add me as a sponsor if I'm not already.
Ricard.
Aye.
Robinson.
Yes.
Rosano.
Yes.
Simpson.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Weaver.
Yes.
Willingham.
Yes.
35 yes, 3 no.
Resolution passes. Clerk, please read 82.
Amending Resolution Number 497 for 2025 regarding an agreement with the New York State Office of Children and Family Services and an interdepartmental agreement with the Crime Victim and Sexual Violence Center regarding grant funding for the Child Right Safe Harbor Initiative.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 83.
Appointment of a member to the Community Services Board.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 84.
Amending Resolution Number 308 for 2025 regarding an agreement with Health Insurance Solutions Incorporated regarding employee benefits advisory services.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 85, we are going to refer to the Rules Reform Committee. Do we need to read it? Please, Madam Clerk.
Adopting various amendments to the legislative rules of order.
Okay, referring that to rules reform. 86, please.
Public hearing on proposed local law number K for 2025, a local law of the County of Albany, New York, amending section 270 of the Albany County Code, imposing a tax on the occupancy of hotel rooms and short-term rentals in Albany County.
We're going to refer that to the Law Committee and Audit and Finance Committee. 87.
Public hearing on proposed A, local law number A for 2026, a local law of the County of Albany, New York, amending the Albany County Charter for the purpose of clarifying county legislator qualifications.
We're going to refer this to the Law Committee and the Rules Reform Committee. 88, please.
Public hearing on proposed local law B of 2026 of the County of Albany, New York, amended Chapter 270, Article 2 of the Albany County Code regarding senior citizens tax exemption law.
We're going to refer this to Law and Audit and Finance. 89, please.
Amending Resolution Number 22 for 2026 regarding an agreement with the University at Albany Center for Technology and Government regarding professional services for data inventory.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. On to the local laws. Please read local law T.
A local law of the County of Albany, New York, amending Chapter 288 of the Albany County Code, establishing a minimum passing distance for motor vehicles.
Would you add me to it, please? I requested that and it wasn't put on.
Okay, I'm adding Mr. Demalowitz, adding Gillespie, adding Willingham,
It doesn't say it on here.
adding Simpson. We got a lot of adds.
Is that mine?
All right, we will,
It's done on the computer now.
all right, I got Ethier, I got Card, I got you. I've got Lane, I've got Ray Joyce, Dustin, Klotsky, Cleary, Mayo, Hilly, Epicoro, Feeney. Thanks.
Rosano.
That's what I don't use computers.
Yeah, I got Ellen. I said Rosano, but, Lynn, got Lynn. Okay, long roll call, please.
Alex.
Yes.
Bergdorf.
Yes.
Cleary. Collins. Camiso. Conway. Conway?
No. I meant yes, I'm sorry.
Yes.
My bad. Can't say my bad.
Cunningham.
Yes.
Demalowitz. Drake. Epicoro.
Yes.
Ethier. Feeney. Gillespie.
Yes.
Graham. Hilly.
Yes.
Andrew Joyce. Ray Joyce. Kuhn.
Yes.
Lane.
Yes.
LaRillier.
Yes.
Lakakis.
Yes.
Lockhart. Mariello. Mayo.
Yes.
McLaughlin.
I don't know what to vote. So, T.
Local law T.
By Tom.
Minimum passing distance.
Say it again?
Minimum passing distance.
Okay, thank you, yes.
Okay. Miller. Petto.
Yes.
Hurley.
No, and I actually mean it.
Pulaski.
Yes.
Reedy.
Yes.
Reinhardt. Ricard. Robinson.
Yes.
Lozano.
Yes.
Simpson.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Reefer.
Yes.
Willingham.
Yes.
37 yes, 1 no.
Local law T is now the law of the land in Albany County, and congratulations, Legislator LaRillier. Moving on to local law A.
A local law of the County of Albany, New York, amending the Albany County Charter for the purpose of clarifying county legislator qualifications.
We're going to refer this to the Law Committee and the Rules Reform Committee. Local Law B.
A local law of the County of Albany, New York, amending Chapter 270, Article 2 of the Albany County Code regarding senior citizens tax exemption law.
We're going to refer that to the Law Committee and the Audit and Finance Committee. Can I ask for a motion to adjourn? Mr. Kuhn, a second from Mr. Demolowitz.